So it's been about 6 weeks since my last curly cut appointment, my last salon visit. And this was a big one for me because like this is the beginning of a different journey. My hair was compromised due to like using henna and clay and things like that. So I had to grow out a completely new head of hair. And this was the first time I've been to the salon where I don't have any orangey hair in my head. And like this is just my virgin hair, like no color treatments, no DIYs, like literally just shampoo, conditioner, styler, and Olaplex. Those are the only things that have been in my hair for the last 2 years. So excited to see where my hair goes from here. And for now, I am still team curly cuts. And yeah, so this is going to be like a 3-part series called like After the Cut, because there have been some things going on in the curly cut, particularly, with type 4 hair, discussions about different things. Yes, I decided to do a 3-part series to address it. So this is one part where I'm going to go and talk about just what the salon experience was like. A week ago, I had filmed a response video to Anthony Dickey. So Anthony Dickey came out and said some things about curly cut that weren't so favorable. So I had filmed a reaction video to that. And the last part is just going to be like a reaction to some of the things I've seen and just like how that's, because a lot of things changed. So before I got my hair cut 6 weeks ago, I sat down and filmed a video about like how I was feeling about curly cuts, and I was nervous and this and that. And then I've seen stuff that make me feel, I've seen content or just like different information that's made me feel more comfortable and confident, like continuing on this journey for myself, and just not being afraid to share it on camera. Because for a minute there, I was like, am I telling people to jack up their hair? Like, is this really as bad as people are saying? But so the final part of that 3-part series will just be me, just sharing information I've seen, heard, and just why in my mind, like, it's not what people are making it out to be. So back to the salon visit. Hi, my name is Mimi, and welcome back to my channel, Untwisted. So I was very nervous walking into the salon for my curly cut appointment. I didn't know what the atmosphere was going to be like. I didn't know, because I didn't know, how much this is impacting stylists, how much this is impacting their business. But I walked into a booked and busy salon. Like, I went to the salon. It was either, I think it was a Monday. It was during the week. It wasn't the weekend. And I went into a full salon. I was not the only one there for a curly cut, and nobody was talking about blown out cuts, leave-ins, deep conditioners. Like literally everybody was just in there getting their hair done, talking about life, and getting out. So that's what the environment was like, which was cool because it put me at ease a little bit. But for my actual salon service, she did the regular. So she did a detox shampoo or, a clarifying shampoo. She put Olaplex in my hair, put me under the steamer. Then she did a moisturizing shampoo. And then conditioner. We did have a switch up in the conditioner. So she just asked me what I was using to condition my hair on the regular, and I told her, I like to use the oil. And she told me to give the Innersense Hydrating Cream Hairbath a chance. I was like, okay. So I had picked up, like the big liter from her at that appointment. But that was like the only change in my routine that she made. And I still had like plenty of the oil left. So I've been using the oil handmade and cocktailing that with the hydrating cream hair bath. So yeah, so she did the conditioner, then she did my set. She asked me what I had been using at home, and I told her I had pretty much, well, I switched things up, but the one I use the most is Curly Magic, Innersense I Create Volume, Trepadora Bamboo Ginseng Glaze. So that is the trio that she used on me that day in the salon, was the Curly Magic, I Create Volume, and the Trepadora Bamboo Ginseng Glaze. So she pulled out my hair, combed it through, sat me under the dryer, and then it was time for the cut. So I did ask her, to film the before the cut, so here it is. If you can see, you can see my ends are thinning. And it was to be expected because it had been over a year since I had been to her for a cut. So it was nothing beyond like what she would expect, for somebody who hasn't had their hair professionally cut at all in a year. So that was that. So that was the before. And then so she went through and took off what she needed to take off. Yeah, so that was 6 weeks ago, and I feel like it's already starting to grow out, the shape. I guess that's the joys of a corrective cut. And we did talk about like how often I should go in to get my hair cut. Like ideally it's every 3 months. And she's like, life is happening. She's like, try not to push it past 6 months. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot for 3 consistently. And if life is lifing, 6 is like a hard stop. Gotta go, gotta get my ends addressed. Because I will say, the biggest change I saw in my hair was when I was consistent. So when I was consistent with going to get the cuts, when I was consistent with using Olaplex, my hair, like even though I had the compromised hair that I was trying to get rid of, I was still retaining some length. I felt like after a while there was just a part of me that didn't want to hold on to that hair anymore, but also didn't have the guts just to go get it like all chopped off. So I feel like I let my hair care routine, not the whole routine, because I was still shampooing, conditioning, Olaplexing, but I wasn't Olaplexing on the regular. Like I wasn't doing it once every 2 weeks like I needed to keep that hair in my head. So it snapped, crackled, and popped off. Instead of, getting the professional shears and having a more graceful exit. Hopefully my hair is not snap, crackling, and popping off at all. But, hair does have wear and tear. So I would rather, that be addressed with some professional shears than, having it split and break and things like that. But yeah, so it's been 6 weeks and I feel like my hair is still in good shape. I've been, on the routine of washing it. On average, I say like every 5 days, I like to wash and set my hair. And then the Olaplex, I have been using it once every 2 weeks. So back on the routine. And so far so good. Like I don't have any tangles or single strand knots yet. And I'm like right in the middle point. So it's been 6 weeks since I had a cut. So, in about 6 weeks, I should be ready for another cut. But yeah, I like it. Like I said, I'm still in a corrective cut. So like not everything is connecting yet. But we'll get there. So still very much enjoying this journey. Still very much enjoyed my curly cut. Other people are still showing up to the salon to get their curly cuts if that's what they want to do. And still right now, I have no interest in getting a blown out cut. But I will say I might blow out my hair this winter. I saw a live the other day on Instagram from The Do. I get excited about The Do products and they're releasing a heat styling line. So I might blow out my hair this winter. We'll see. If I do, it'll be probably after my next cut. I don't even know when the line's coming out. It might not even be coming out until early next year. She was just kind of teasing it in the live. So if I blow out my hair, it'll be because I want to. And it might be when that new line, that new collection from The Do comes out. But yeah, so if you have any questions about like my curly cut visit or anything I might have left out, you can go ahead and leave them down below. But otherwise, stay tuned for the rest of this series after the cut. Thanks for watching.